Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So, we know what today is.
Oh shit! Get your towels ready, it's about to go down!
That's right, it is Yacht Rock Wednesday. And on this day, I like to do adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and they are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now today, I am stuck in the 80s. And the first song that I am going to do is a song called Self-Control. Now, the version I'm going to play is by Laura Branigan. And I love Laura Branigan, or at least, Self-Control and Gloria and How Am I Supposed to Live Without You. However, I did not know that Self-Control is a cover. And I've always said, if I don't know any better, then how can I, know any better? Because normally I don't lean towards a cover song unless it's a completely different take on it. Now, this was originally done by an Italian singer called Raf, R-A-F. And he released this in 1984, and it became a mild hit, and the track topped the charts in Italy and Switzerland and started the explosion and dominance of Italo disco style recordings in continental Europe charts during the 1980s. That's all well and good, but I know unless you're in Italy or unless you're in Switzerland or in certain European countries, you've never heard of this guy and you've never heard his version. But it's not half bad. Now, if you actually see that video, it looks like they were doing the Macarena. And this is back in 1980. And the Macarena is way later in the late 80s, early 90s. So, what's the deal? So, also, Laura Branigan, her other hit, Gloria, is also originated in Italy and an Italian singer. And this is what that version sounds like. So I guess Laura Branigan was kind of mining, hits in other countries, different sounds, and getting, a remake, an Americanized version of it. And she does have a good voice. So compared to the other people, hers kind of shines because of her amazing vocal range. But again, I go back to the Wrath Self-Control, and his isn't half bad. I could hear that one as being a hit. So let's take a look at what Laura Branigan did with this song on the charts. And Balamo, it went to number 3 in Austria, 1 in Australia, 1 in Austria, 3 in Belgium, 1 on the Canada Top Singles, 1 on the Canada Adult Contemporary, 1 on the Canada The Record, 1 in Denmark, 1 on the European Top 100, 1 in Finland, 13 in France, 2 in Ireland, 16 in Italy, 7 in the Netherlands, Dutch Top 40, 10 on the Netherlands Singles Top 100, 26 in New Zealand, 2 in Norway, 1 in Portugal, 1 in South Africa, 24 in Spain, 1 in Sweden, 1 in Switzerland, 5 on the UK Singles, 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, 5 on the US Adult Contemporary, 2 on the US Dance Clubs, 5 on the US Cashbox Top 100, and 1 in West Germany. She blew it out of the park. And the weird thing is that I moved back from the UK in 1984 to the United States, and this song was everywhere. So I can understand it. You know, when you turn on the radio, it's like, you know, Top 40 is now. The same songs are being played like once every hour or once every 2 hours. And if you listen to Top 40 radio, you kind of get sick of certain songs, you know, in a short time frame. But, you know, Self-Control was just that song that sounded different at the time, and, you know, it was what it was. If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. I'm going to try to do 4 videos tonight because tomorrow is my day off. The only thing that's going to keep me from doing 4 is the temperature. It's dropping rapidly. It was like 62 degrees today, but it's going to be a low of 35 tonight. And in this room, it's very cold and it messes with my neuropathy. So I'm going to try to do this for as long as I can. So without any further ado, here is Laura Branigan and Self-Control.
And here we go.
Okay. Alright, so I could tell that was a European production, which wasn't half bad considering I can't play the video because the video gets blocked for me. But I have to ask a question. Is it a white thing to like just do one of these kind of things? And but I don't have hair, and even when I had a Jerry curl, nobody put their hands in their hair because they didn't want to get all that stuff on there. And you know, when it comes to certain women of color, you don't touch their hair, but it's just not natural to like want to. But she did it. She sold the performance. She was all dramatic with almost like with the jazz hands and everything like that. But you know, the thing that made, you know, also with her voice being better than Raph's is the production value of this particular song. But it was just slightly better. But again, it was a monster hit. I liked it because it had that, you know, it had that normal kind of 80s bounce, but in between when it went into after the chorus, it had that little kind of almost like, you know, an electro beat. And I found out the person who arranged this song, not the one that produced it or whatever, but the one that arranged this song was Harold Faltermeyer, and he is responsible for the song Axel F from the Beverly Hills Cops soundtrack. So there you go. That also might have it, but Beverly Hills Cop also came out in 1984. So, you know, I've done a lot of videos where I end up coming back to 1984 because, again, I had a traumatic thing happen to me moving from one country to another, and, you know, everything was so fresh to me as far as like, oh wow, the music is great, the movies are great, you know, America is great, breakdance and this and that, and you know, just I came from England, you know, on a plane. It was only the second time I had been on a plane that I could remember. I know as a baby I went to Germany, but the only one I could remember coming, you know, from England to the United States, landing in New York, driving from New York to Ohio, staying in Ohio for like a couple of weeks, then driving from Ohio to Colorado Springs. So, you know, that's a big thing that happened for me over the summer of 1984, and then all of a sudden starting a brand new school, which is one of the first times in a long time that I went to a school that wasn't on a military base. So again, a lot of changes for me, so that's why one of the reasons why I probably come back to 1984. If you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.